For decades, the US government denied the existence of UFOs. Then came the leaks, the videos, and the man who ignited the modern UAP debate. His name is Lou Elizondo, former military intelligence officer, Pentagon insider, and a key whistleblower. But what does he really believe about UFOs, and who, or what, might be behind them? Let's find out. Lou Elizondo served in the U.S. Army before becoming the director of the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, or ATIP, one of the Pentagon's secret programs tasked with investigating unidentified aerial phenomena. In 2017, Elizondo resigned and brought forward startling videos showing unknown craft, objects that defy the known laws of physics. His disclosures forced Congress, the military, and even the media to take UAPs seriously. But the most fascinating part of his story isn't what he's seen, it's what he believes might be behind it. Elizondo insists that UAPs are not imaginary. They are real. Tracked by multiple radar systems, filmed by military pilots, and observed performing maneuvers that challenge our understanding of physics. He talks about objects accelerating from 0 to thousands of miles per hour instantly, hovering without visible propulsion, moving underwater and in the air seamlessly, turning at right angles at speeds that would kill a human pilot. According to Elizondo, if these craft are foreign adversary technology, then the intelligence failure is catastrophic. But if they are not from this world, then we're facing something much more profound. In his interviews, Elizondo outlines what he calls the 5 observables, characteristics of UAPs that set them apart from known aircraft. Sudden acceleration. Hypersonic velocity without signatures. Low observability, stealth. Transmedium travel, air, space, water. Positive lift with no visible means of propulsion. These are not speculative traits. They are based on sensor data, radar, and visual confirmation from trained pilots and technicians. One of the most famous encounters, the 2004 Tic Tac incident, showed a craft descending 80,000 feet in less than a second. No sonic boom. No heat signature. Nothing our current technology can replicate. In 2021, Elizondo stated, "This could be something from outer space, inner space, or frankly the space in between, extra hyper-dimensional, in a quantum physics sense." He emphasized that these are not fanciful ideas, but plausible given quantum shortcuts and loopholes in space-time. Elizondo highlights a potential link between human consciousness and the UAP phenomenon. He shared experiences of using remote viewing, collaborating in CIA experiments where subjects reported unusual visuals, like vision of 5 white figures shaking his bed, suggesting a non-physical link to UAPs. Elizondo believes that interdimensional or ultradimensional intelligences could be interacting with our world. He's referred to the possibility of UAPs being from another reality that coexists with ours, like radio stations broadcasting on a different frequency. These craft might be slipping between dimensions, not flying here from Alpha Centauri. One of Elizondo's most intriguing ideas involves human consciousness. He suggests that understanding UAPs may require understanding the mind, that consciousness itself could play a role in perceiving or interacting with the phenomenon. He's even referenced programs involving remote viewing, where intelligence officers trained to mentally project themselves across space and time encountered strange phenomena, including non-human figures and otherworldly visuals. What if the phenomenon, isn't physical? There are things around us which our senses can't perceive. We have found indicators that other forms of life are controlling these UAPs and not necessarily bodies. This phenomenon could represent a parallel form of life from here or from outside Earth. Human consciousness is a quantum process. I suspect our brains are quantum computers, not locked into a 3-dimensional world. Elizondo remains conservative in labeling UAPs as definitively extraterrestrial, yet he strongly suggests they may originate from other dimensions or realms beyond conventional space-time. Consciousness might play an active role in perceiving or interacting with them. They show signs of biological and engineered intelligence, perhaps living beings or hybrid entities. The materials and technologies behind them operate at levels of quantum and space-time manipulation that exceed our current understanding. Put simply, Elizondo presents a compelling, multi-layered hypothesis. UAPs could be part technology, part biology, part consciousness, representing intelligences far different, and possibly far older, than anything human. One of the most consistent patterns Elizondo reports is that UAPs are attracted to nuclear technology, both weapons systems and power plants. He recounts cases where objects hovered over ICBM silos, shutting down nuclear warheads. He describes it as predator behavior, like an apex intelligence surveilling the most dangerous species on the planet. To Elizondo, this isn't just a pattern. It's a message. Whoever or whatever is behind the phenomenon seems deeply concerned with humanity's nuclear potential. While always cautious, Elizondo has strongly implied that the US government has in its possession materials and possibly biological remains from non-human sources. He supports whistleblowers like David Grush who claim that crash retrieval programs exist, programs that have recovered craft not made by human hands. According to Elizondo, multiple countries may be racing to reverse engineer this technology. And yet, most of this remains deeply classified. Elizondo states his handled materials and implanted devices allegedly not engineered by humans, including tissue samples embedded with unusual properties. He notes UAP-related materials are manufactured with nanoscale precision, predating human capability, and imply quantum-level engineering for space-time warp bubbles. Elizondo's ultimate goal is transparency, but not shock. He wants the public and government to gradually accept the reality of UAPs. He's testified before Congress, advised lawmakers, and called out efforts to suppress whistleblowers and ridicule witnesses. He warns that secrecy, not aliens, is the real threat. To him, the phenomenon isn't just a military issue, it's a human issue. It touches on science, philosophy, religion, and the limits of human perception. Whether you believe in aliens, higher dimensions, or quantum consciousness, Lou Elizondo is asking us to reconsider what we think we know about reality. Are we truly alone? Or are we just waking up to something that's been here all along, just beyond our senses? Leave a comment below. What do you think about Lou Elizondo's theories? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay curious. Because the truth may already be here.